World Championships. To the strawweight male division, Roman Sirkin from the Ukraine into the blue corner. And this first final, really looking at newcomers making their way in their first big World Championships.
Such a huge platform to catapult them into the stratosphere here at the IMF. And it really is a prestigious event to be in. But you've got to ask the question, do all these crazy lights, does this massive crowd and build-up take its toll? Does it work in favour or indeed against an athlete coming in here? They've got to really be in tune with their psychological preparations before coming in here to perform physiologically.
Well, one of the good things is, and that's the great thing about a tournament situation, he's had all week to adapt and get his way in, and the atmosphere's been great here all week, so it won't be like he won't be a rabbit in headlights. He's had this since Monday, and he's still here on the Saturday looking for the gold.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent from Kazakhstan, Bагдат Жубаныш.
And making his way to the red corner, his opponent from Kazakhstan, Bагдат Жубаныш. And we saw this young man's semi-final and it was a very impressive ground and pound early in round one. Took his man down and did not waste any time.
Yeah, very powerful wrestler. It just makes his abilities shine through his performance. I love the way he squats down to drop those powerful, those double legs and those punches. And very elusive with his head movement as well. He's a really exciting fighter to watch.
That's right, we saw some explosive technique from him. Like, didn't we think? I think we saw a spinning kick from him early as well in that round, so very dexterous as well. Just getting him ready there is corner D. Massaging the head, the water into the face. It all comes down to this. No tomorrow, you've done the hard work. Almost. Silver or gold. One last chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is for one of 3 3-minute rounds in this unified strawweight World Championship final. And in the blue corner, representing the Ukraine, Roman Sirkin. And his opponent fights at the red corner, representing Kazakhstan, Bагдат Жубаныш. Your referee in charge of the action from Ireland, Mr. Darach Otviv.
What a nice clean fight. Obey my instructions at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions? Touch gloves. Davai.
So our first senior male division, the strawweight, Roman Sirkin, Ukraine in the blue. Bагдат Жубаныш, Kazakhstan in the red. And we've already seen in the rounds the speed at this weight, Dean.
Yeah, it's really exciting. They haven't got a lot of body to move, but they still maintain the power at this weight. And Žubaniš is one of those guys you can see there from the squat. He changes his levels, loads up from the ground, and really transfers the power through that body.
Yes, inside leg kick from Sirkin, much more upright of the two. Probing with that jab. Spinning back fist. And this is what we said about the spinning technique of Žubaniš. Now, it did land. Sirkin took that well, Dean, but that was flush.
Yeah, Sirkin's got to be careful about leaving his head. Really, I mean, as you alluded to, he's quite elevated. He's quite straight. His legs are almost straight. And he's to squat his legs down, pull the hands up to the head. You know, really kind of move around and use the jab, use the length that he's been given. He's got the height advantage and the reach advantage here. And to really utilise that, he's got to keep on moving on the outside and stick behind his jab.
The other danger for him is when he throws his technique, that tight right hand that goes tight to his chin drops immediately. When he probes with the jab, the right comes down with it, or when he throws the kicks. And as I said, Žubaniš dangerous with that spinning back fist. We see the spinning kick technique in his semi-final. You know, forget the ground and pound. He can take you out upright. Just a bit low strength in the midsection there. Sirkin needs to move that head as well, as we said, very, very stiff, very upright.
And he's got to be careful about leaving that neck up there and then leaving the hands down. I mean, Žubaniš is a really good sort of looping puncher with the left hooks and the overhand rights. He really does load up those legs, he'll change level and then come straight back up to there, just like that. Beautiful overhand right from Žubaniš.
Well, he's landed with the spinning back fist, he's landed with the bolo right hand, and that head is open for him. Although we've seen how good his grappling is and how good he can finish with the ground and pound, he doesn't need to yet. He doesn't need to think about boxing for level change. He's doing all right, simply upright.
Serkin kind of coming in like in a forward motion. He's not making too many angles after he strikes, and he almost punches at the same time as he moves, and that's dangerous because you can walk onto shots as you come in.
Well, the uppercut attempt that he's alluded to twice, he hasn't thrown it with purpose, and he hasn't thrown it with any conviction, and it leaves him wide open with his chin floating in the air there. And if you look at the style of Žubaniš, he's got a nice boxing style anyway. Compact, short, nice movement, in and out, loose, on his toes.
And this is the thing, I mean, Serkin's almost certainly got the reach advantage. He needs to utilise that in the leg kicks, and that will take the spring out of the step. If he can land that rear kick to the lead leg of Žubaniš and start to damage that kind of muscle area, you know, if you damage the muscle, he's going to take the power out of the leg, you know, and that's going to translate to the shots. And to take a look at that double leg, beautiful, swivels the legs away from the body, straight into side control.
And that's the power right at the buzzer of Žubaniš. But for me, I genuinely wondered what Roman Serkin's game plan was, Dean.
Yeah, again, it could be a feel-out process in the early on in the round, and he's very aware of Žubanish's power and his level-changing ability, so he's sticking on the outside, but he's got to stick something in the face of Žubaniš, work the jab, work the left hooks, then finish with the leg kick, and then move away from danger.
Because in that opening round, there was only one fighter in it for me. That was the red corner, dangerous upright. And then when we saw with that level change, a huge slam.
Yeah, he's got the overhand rights, he's got the double legs, the wrestling that he brings to the MMA game. I mean, he really is kind of a complete MMA fighter. He keeps the hands up nice and high, moves the head, uses the level changes, you know. And Serkin's got to really dig deep now. He's got to start to think about picking apart the fighter, work the jabs and work the leg kicks, use fakes and feints to set up those.
So we approach the second round of this strawweight final. We have the red corner, Bагдат Жубаныш, Kazakhstan, taking that first round very comfortably indeed. And for me, Roman Serkin, he's got to change this style up. As I said, when I don't understand, it's not a jab, it's not an uppercut, it's not thrown within range, but it leaves his head wide open, Dean. He's got to be so careful.
Yeah, Žubaniš is going to start to time those. He's going to consolidate that information and then come back with something like an overhand right. You know, he can fake the level change to bring the hands down even further. So Serkin's really got to switch up there. He's got to keep that jab out in the face of Žubaniš, nice and straight, and bring it straight back to the chin, almost like they're on magnets. When one arm leaves, the other one's protecting the chin.
But when Žubaniš comes forward, he tucks his chin down and he throws the bolo right because he knows where the head's going to be. Now, for the first time, Serkin started to move off the centre line, but he's still got to be careful because Žubaniš knows where he is. He's that static at the moment. And Žubaniš, little Superman punch growing in confidence, just moves away from the kick. And I'd like to see Serkin change it up in style here because this final, which he's worked so hard to get to, is just moving away from him at the moment.
He's got to pull the trigger, he's got to switch up now, more volume, punches in bunches, he's got to get after this fight now. He just starts thinking about sticking the jab in the face, work the uppercuts to deter Žubaniš from changing levels.
We said across the rounds, when you start on Monday, you can look at maybe keeping yourself, playing the game, looking to keep safe, not in the final. When you've got there, that we keep saying there is no tomorrow, you've done that hard work, maybe damage limitation, playing it safe, grinding out a win, but now it's either silver or gold, it's one or the other. That's better from Serkin. I mean, that was strong to the leg, but what's he going to follow up with? You can't win this bout just doing this.
Serkin again throwing singular leg kicks. He's got to put punches just before those to make the hands come up of Žubaniš. Because then when he finishes with the leg kick, you know, there's more time for Žubaniš to travel and catch the leg. He can't just throw those. We call that throwing naked. Just one thing at a time. You know, you need to really set up the punches in bunches and combinations and link them together.
And he's even giving up the ground to Žubaniš. And there's the round kick and the boxing. He's handy up as it stands, look. That low kick and then the left hand to follow.
Žubaniš now, he's just, what he's doing is collecting information. He's just coming up short with that left hook, just short with that last overhand right. But he's going to gauge the distance here. He's going to get closer and closer and kind of more efficient with that left hook and overhand right. Look at that right on the chin, then go straight for the leg trip there. And he's not interested in following to the ground. He wants to make this a battle on the feet, but to threaten the takedown game, to threaten the ground game, which is, I mean, really, Serkin's just playing a game of catch-up here. He just doesn't know what's coming next.
No, and again, both times that he went either for that huge takedown in the first or that takedown there was inside the last 30 seconds. So what he's also saying to the judges is, don't forget, it's me. I've done this. And again, look, here's that last 10 seconds. That is a man telling the judges there's only one way you're going to put the name on the scorecard here with 2 rounds down.
That was his response to that 10-second count. Again, fighter IQ. The complete MMA fighter understands the tactics of the game with regards to his ability. Žubaniš understands, here's that clacker go, you know what, I'm going to hit a double leg just to make sure the judges remember me taking him down.
Yes, all-round athlete. I was impressed with his semi-final. Loved watching him, so compact, so mobile, and that inner clock as well at 2 times 30 seconds, 10 seconds. He hits the marks at the right times. Maybe feel that superbly to get to the final, but maybe, as you said, maybe just a bit overwhelmed now overall, realise where he's gone, what it means, and just not performing maybe to the best of his ability as we have seen earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's got to wipe the slate now, and imagine this is the only round in this fight. Really pull the trigger, work those uppercuts, power combination. He's got to remember to sprawl and circle off so he's not there for Žubaniš to shoot that double leg.
Third and final round of this strawweight division World Championship final. Bагдат Žubaniš in total control for Kazakhstan. Famous for their wrestling, and he just hasn't needed. He's been so good upright at the moment and so in control.
And that's the thing with having such a skill set in wrestling. You can always call upon it. You know, there's great champions out there, two weight champions like DC, Daniel Cormier in the UFC, and you can call on his wrestling anytime he wants, and that in turn opens up his striking game.
Oh, strong strike again, and although Serkin went to take the kick, he had to eat the right hand as well afterwards. He's put in a couple of strong kicks of his own, but there are not enough, as you said, when you call throwing it naked. It's just not enough combination work, not enough forethought from this young man. He's playing into Žubaniš's hands here, almost like he's mesmerised.
Well, like Serkin, even showing that lead uppercut. He's got a couple of that up though. He's got to dip his head and his hand to the left side, come up with the left uppercut, right hand straight back to the left hook, then circle off.
But you see there, even when Žubaniš was taken off balance, there's your opportunity.